I'm actually interested in talking about the conversation you guys were just talking about, which is like what we do to contend with a right-wing media ecosystem that looks the way it does right now. I mean, we've like the thing that blows my mind is how we've sat idly by on the left and just allowed the right to create this media infrastructure where they have Fox and OAN and Newsmax and the top 20 podcasts, like 9 of them are right-wing podcasts. Megyn Kelly, Dan Bongino, Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan.
So I assume he's complaining about the fact that out of the top 10 of the top 10 best podcasts, like, we're dominating there. But technically all he says is that all he's complaining about is the fact that 9 out of the top 20 are right wing, which is that's not okay.
It's all just like this gateway into just right wing ideology.
And we all know there's nothing worse than right wing ideology.
They have Facebook, they have TikTok.
I personally have become a pariah on Facebook like twice because of my conservative views. So this is just completely false. TikTok is also a liberal cesspool.
And all the while, all we do on the left is sit idly by and validate the same mainstream media outlets that are proving over and over that they do not want to be on Democrats' teams. Like, how many times do we have to watch the New York Times run front page stories on Hillary's emails before we recognize that maybe the New York Times isn't on our side?
From the editorial board of the New York Times, dated September 30th, 2024, it reads, "It is hard to imagine a candidate more unworthy to serve as President of the United States than Donald Trump. He has proved himself morally unfit for office that asks its occupants to put the good of the nation above self-interest. He has proved himself temperamentally unfit for a role that requires the very qualities, wisdom, honesty, empathy, courage, restraint, humility, discipline, that he most lacks. Those disqualifying characteristics are compounded by everything else that limits his ability to fulfill the duties of the president. His many criminal charges, his advancing age, his fundamental lack of interest in policy, and his increasingly bizarre cast of associates. This unequivocal, dispiriting truth, Donald Trump is not fit to be president, should be enough for any voter who cares about the health of our country and the stability of our democracy to deny him re-election. For this reason, regardless of any political disagreements voters might have with her, Kamala Harris is the only patriotic choice for president." But no, they're not on your side.